We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. Through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Throwing on their first play. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He's stopped quickly.
Number 88. Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hand off to the up back. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. Third down. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First down from the 42. They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's second down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. On is Katie York for the PAT. No problems on the extra point there. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is York to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Ready. Waiting.
And first carry here for Ashton Genty. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Stafford from the gun. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
He dodged the tackle, and this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
A 51-yard gain.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. And off to Genty. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders finish off their opening drive.
Touchdown, Raiders.
No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning from the 18-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. They'll start the drive with blue. Along the right sideline, there's space. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead on the first play of the drive. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now is York to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Running from the pistol here with Jency. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Back to Jency. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I love that call on third down because it just gives you options. The best third down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
Typically, you call play action this early in a game, and you're not expecting sack. Right? Play action protections actually are some of the best, most sound protections in an NFL offensive playbook. Give some credit to the defense to break that play action pass down and put the first sack on the stat sheet.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun here. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Gives him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Pass play on first and 10. Completed over the middle. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give the quarterback a chance.
And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have it on 3rd and 5. Working now from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And on 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Back deep to return it is Carter. And they'll get to this one right around, no, actually exactly at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Stafford. Finds him on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun give here to Genty. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. And that's going to bring up 4th down. A.J. Cole on to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Stafford back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Still fighting forward. He cuts it to the right, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Raiders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Turpin with a return. Has room down the left sideline. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. York now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 14,
think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's Carter on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it inside the 25. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Cowboys' 3-yard line.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Intercepted in the end zone! And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. He gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Third down run with Blue. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on third down.
19, Buffalo, let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throw here, third down. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. It's taken at midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. Stafford now off the play fake. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Throwing left side. Bowers has it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches. They really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And this one does not go far.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is Genty on second. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
On third down, Genty. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders tie this game at 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's Carter on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Stafford now. It's Mayer, he's got it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Straight ahead with Genty. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down from the 42. Stafford from the gun. We go to Genty on the dump off. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
set to go now from the 35. First down throw here for Stafford. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. He finds space into the red zone. And they finally get to him at the 15. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Got to be pretty good after. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Offense is set. First and 10. From the red zone now. It's a screen play to Genty. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Turpin with a return. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Up the middle, Blue. Has a lane past the 45. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Gets everything he has under this one. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Genty from the gun. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He's going deep! For the sideline, and it's intercepted! He's out in the clear. The Cowboys are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Working quickly here.
38-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set now. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And he's going to have him a first and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's another for him. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. York tacks on that extra point. And the Cowboys tie us up 28-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Carter on the return. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. We give up the guns. It's Genty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. It's complete. This is Bowers. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Giving this to Genty. Get some space around midfield. Here he goes again. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Stafford now against the blitz. Caught just shy of the goal line. And they're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means 1st and goal is coming up.
Gain on the play. That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and goal, Raiders.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. They go to him again. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 4th quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights, and the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts from the goal line. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Come on.
Blue running to the right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap. He'll give to Blue. No one's around him. He's got space. Left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys now trail by just a point in the 4th. to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
35-35.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Tucker now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Throwing now, Stafford. Nice Genty underneath. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
It's mixed in on second down. Space past the 35. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
On first down, Genty. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now Stafford to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And that one's behind him, and that's incomplete. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. So it's second down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Dose of the hurry up here.
And it's third down.
Here he goes, third and long. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Raiders take a fourth-quarter lead. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on the fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Again, it's Blue. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Blue gets the handoff. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still Brock not enough to avoid third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now it's Blue. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
3rd down run with Blue. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys down by 7. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Raiders make the play that should win them this game. Oh, man, Brock. They decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
They're going to pass it here. For big yards on the right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 37 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
First and 10, around to Mixon. And called out one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at second down. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
8 yards to go.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Okay, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He fields it cleanly. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
First down and a lot more. Past the 30. The 40. At the 20. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up.
He just keeps scoring and scoring and scoring it. Look at the juice he showed on touchdown number 4. He actually looks like he's getting stronger and faster as this game goes along. Just wow.
Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those 2 fingers right away. They're going to try for this win.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw it. It could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And he'll be taken down on the edge of his own end zone at the 2. Less than 25 seconds to go. This onside try is for the game. And the Raiders able to cover up the onside try. That seals up this game. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Design quarterback run here. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts.